welcome back to the part 2 of the short Make It stream. You know, the short live stream. The short live stream that we but done. This was like really short. It was really short live stream, you know, 8.5 hours. I have a reason for why I'm starting this stream, and if you're a patron, you already know what that reason is. If you don't, however, give me a second. I'll mix it up. The point is, I cannot sleep. It's 4:15 a.m. Oh, don't worry. I'm quite a professional when it comes to boring live streams. But the reason why I'm starting the stream today is because of this. That right there is a hot end. A 3D printer P1 series Bamboo Lab hot end, which I just realized came with the printer. When I bought the printer, it came with backup hot end. Oh, how convenient! My current hot end is jammed. Wow, how convenient. Okay. The Dremel, I guess it's not longer necessary. I tried unplugging it. I don't know if you remember the last stream. Well, the last stream wasn't that long ago, was it? What, hour 2? I don't remember. Something like that. The point is, if you recall, we tried unplugging it, didn't work. I will probably try again. And this time I can try again and feel better about it because, well, we have a backup hot end, which is really convenient. My goodness, thank you. I love you, Bamboo Lab. I love you. They know it's good. I'm gonna order a backup as well because, well, it's always nice to have backup. I really like the idea of having a backup. Okay. Is it all of them? No. This right here. Beautiful. Hot and transplant. Oh, it's gonna be a short one. Trust me. Well, not the stream. The stream is gonna be hopefully long. But the transplant is gonna be a short one. Because I have a fair bit of experience already. I have a fair bit of experience. Oh, alright. I'm in my element right now. Let's go for it. Device. Run it. Go. I'm gonna print something with the PLA. There's no way PLA would clog it. TPO, I understand. PLA won't clog it. PLA is fine, especially since it's the official Bamboo Lab PLA, so we're good with that. So I didn't damage anything. I should not damage anything. I did disassemble the whole thing, which not great. Not gonna lie, not great. Could be better, but at the same time could be worse. I'm kind of confident that fine. Go. This and this and this we take out like so. It's going to be a bit more tricky than it seems. I guess we slept like 3 hours today. What do you mean? Why do you guess that? Okay. It's going to be a bit more tricky than it seems. And that's because we also need to move the fan and we also need to move the other set of wires. And that's difficult because I have no idea how to do that. I know, the short stream was pretty long. Oh, I haven't slept since the long stream. Well, the short long stream. This is still going for me. Let me actually see. Good. So that's the hot end. Let me look up real quick. Bamboo Lab P1 series hot end replacement tutorial. How do you? Assembly replacement guide. Yes, beautiful. Yep, done that. You see, that's a bit tricky because I mean the hot end of the hot end. I mean, like, you know, replace this part. That's kind of tricky, if I do say so myself. Because how am I supposed to? I don't want to wing it myself. Because if I wing it myself, I'm gonna ruin it. Work out on the stream, go fishing, go back into the stream. I go like 30 minutes ago. Yeah, exactly. It's perfect. What am I supposed to just unclip it? I could try that, but I don't want to try anything. I would rather have things just work out or don't. Trying feels like a terrible idea. Tricky, tricky, tricky! So it is. See, this is for the entire hot end. Hot end nozzle. Yes. Okay. We need thermal paste. I think I have that. Oh. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm gathering materials. Okay. Oh, Bamboo Lab. I love you all so much. Right here we have thermal paste. Official thermal paste. Official thermal pastes. I would honestly love. I have to see if there are like Bamboo Lab repair kits out there because I would love to buy one or two just in case. Here there is. We have the paste. We have the 4 hot end baggy. Now, open the magnetic cover and to the side. Gently remove the 2 bigger plans from a Akita plug and form a pan. Okay, let me see the video then. Yeah? Then you just take it off. You just take these off. You take this off. You apply paste. You put it into the hole. Alright then. Huh. Let's get to it. I don't see much of a point in wasting time. This is what we're transplanting. This is for Danny, right? Yes, and this will fix Danny. If we don't screw anything up, obviously. But hey, when have we ever? When have we ever screwed anything up? This is the fan, which we'll need to install later on. Now this right here. First we start by removing. Oh, that slides off. Nice. Okay. I really hope that I am doing the reasonable thing right now. It feels reasonable. But I have been awake quite a fair bit, and this has been a pretty long day. So if I'm just exhausted and making the wrong decisions, it's gonna be awkward for me. Here we go, the first thing. Second thing, which is... Oh, that was relatively painless. Rising the paleness, okay. What did you do behind 7 now? What do you mean? I streamed. I did a live stream. Then I stopped the stream. I rested for a bit. And then I started the next stream. What do you mean? Hasn't been that long since the last stream. Okay. Then what do we need to do? Is first of all apply thermal paste on the entire thing. Gotcha. Get you loud and clear. Hear you loud and clear. I got you on that, no problem. Thermal pastes. Okay. Apply right here. Generous amount of thermal paste. Cover. Side. Beautiful. Now what we need is we need to put this on. This wire in. In. Okay, gotcha. Wires go in. This, like that. Why have I streamed for a whole night in the first place? What else am I gonna do? There's really nothing else going on in my life. We have it, that's the thermal paste. Which way do you go? This way, gotcha. Oh shit. I think I may have a little bit too much thermal paste. I had no sleep. I'm not tired. If anything, I'm pissed. And not just pissed up, the usual way. I need this to work. You have to understand. I have a very obsessive personality. This is like a big light to my moth, alright? I've been stuck on it for 4 days. Going to let a piece of goddamn plastic defeat me, alright? Okay, come on. This is the only thing standing between us. holding. That was the last difficult step. The last difficult step, because now all we need to do is just screw on the, well, ideally put on the sock, I suppose. Where's the sock? There's the sock. I put the sock on backwards, shit. There we go, that's the sock. And then screw on the fan, if I am not mistaken. Like this. Like that, yes. Completely new Holland. Where's Katsi? Katsi is asleep. Katsi went to sleep last stream. You go. Danny? Tell me, how you doing now? If you're experiencing any side effects, be sure to report them. Any nausea? Any irregular pains? Make sure to let me know. And now, if you don't mind, we're just going to perform a couple of ordinary routine tests. Nothing crazy. We just want to make sure that feeling fine. Okay. For now, all I want you to do is just a simple PLA connector. That is it. Danny, if you can't do it, it's fine. Alright, you just undergone a pretty major procedure. So just take it slow. Take it slow and try your best. If you can't do it, it's fine. Just try your best. Come on, darling. Come on, you can do it. Come on, you beautiful son of a bitch, come on. Please. Come on, green. That's what we're looking for. Right here. Come on. Yes! You beautiful son of a bitch! Yes! 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 My goodness. There we go. See? I told you it would work. And it did. Fucking hell. Okay, so that was 4 days of my life I'm never getting back. But it's fine. It is fine. Because it works. We're not gonna print with TPU on Danny ever again. Because... that was way too much time. Instead, you see, here's what we're going to do. First things first, we're going to relax. We're gonna let Danny do its thing. The hot plate is an absolute mess. Sorry for pressing on it. I know I completely messed up your entire procedure, but I can stop you right there. Actually, I trust you. I believe you could do it. But I'm gonna stop you right there, and I'm gonna restart because I messed up the hot plate, and I really don't want you to struggle with that because you already went through a lot. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to clean up our workstation because it was an absolute mess. Spent multiple days troubleshooting a very specific problem. We don't need to anymore, so we can clean it up. This is the hot end that we'll try to salvage our best ability. I message Bumble Up Support. I'll see if they have anything to say. If not, worst case scenario, then it's fine. We have a completely different one. I would like to salvage it simply because I don't like wasting things. I don't enjoy waste. I'm gonna also order a new one probably, just in case, because I can't go through this again. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm gonna keep this as a reminder of what happens when you print with TPU. Because that was an incredible chore, which we'll have to go through again. We're gonna let Danny print the green connector, after which we're gonna replace PLA with PETG because we print with PETG. We're going to take that PETG, we're going to print another connector just to test. And then once we have that, we can print the new and brand new improved LED holder, which would be nice. And then we can get to work on other things as well. I need a drink, because I cannot. This was a saga! Here's what we're actually gonna do right now. Because all of those things I mentioned, each item on that list that I just mentioned will take Danny around 10 to 20 minutes to print. And as such, we need something to do in the meantime, obviously. And by in the meantime, I mean as a main thing. And that will be 2 videos. The mask video. Not bilateral. Okay. Ah, jeez. That taste was terrible. Not bilateral, Adrian. No. No. 2 videos. 2 videos instead. The printer started working. Started working? I brought it to life! It was me! It didn't just start working, I made it to work! Okay, so let's get the video making process, right? What we need is the script first of all. It feels good to be good. It really does feel good to be good. Right, quantum mechanics, chemistry. Maybe satisfactory in the background. No. No. I am just fine with this. Okay? Unless you want a satisfactory OST in the background. Because for me... Oh, do you mean like... Oh, you mean like to drown out Danny? Oh, do you have a problem, Alpaca, with Danny noises? Because we haven't had Danny noises in quite a while. You know why? Because Danny was dying. It wasn't Danny, it was Diny. Shut up, the pun works. Okay, what, do you want Minecraft music? On those the filament, you won't, trust me. I do have to say. Look at this. Brilliant. Utterly brilliant. You know what? Fine. I need to turn off all the different tabs I have from last stream. Fine. We will do satisfactory OST. Maggie, have you had no sleep? What do you mean? In between the streams? Yes. This is just part 2 of the same live stream. This is the same day for me. And I am doing really well. Thank you so much for asking. So now here's what we're going to do. We're going to do 2 things as I mentioned. And first of those things will be the bonds. Look like this. First. Okay, so what I would like to write here probably is like text that says nitrogen, and then yeah, that would probably illustrate the point better. So actually, we should have the camera go from the 30 to the 60. Do my day will be 2 days long. They do for me, alpaca. They do for me. Oh, I'm wondering how long this live stream will take actually, because I'm specifically not drinking coffee, because I know I'll have to go to sleep after the stream. You see, after the stream my 2 options are to either get food or go to sleep, and I kind of like the idea of sleep for dinner for the sake of my finances. When you make it merch, make it calendar. I would just like to mention that Danny is done already. Finished. That's the thing. That was the thing. You're improving your health. Like, what do you mean improving? Adrian, stop assuming things about me. I'm not improving my health. I do it every day. I just don't always stream for that to happen. I don't drink coffee before going to sleep. That's just idiotic. What's the point? It's beautiful, it's magnificent, it's incredible. That's one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. Oh. How much could you say this? There we go. Look at it. I just want you to they're finished. Now what we're going to do is we're going to replace the PLA with PETG, our printing filament of choice. And then the reason why we're doing that is because we can then get to the actual prints. It's been 4 days. It's been 4 days. I would just like to mention that fact. It doesn't feel like it, does it? But yeah. It's been now 4 days that we've been halted by a single clog. Really something in it. Really something. I'm not gonna let that happen again. Printing exclusively with head G from now on. We're gonna find another solution for the mask. Must be something out there. I'd have to say the engineering that went into this printer. You can see that people thought of it. Because, oh my goodness, I've run into so many problems, and every single time I've run into a problem, there was a very convenient way to examine the problem, and it's great. So what is left to print before you can assemble? That's actually a good question. I don't think there is much. I kind of pushed everything to the side because, well, you know, Danny was having issues. But let me actually examine. Let's step back and examine what we have left to assemble. This is still going green, which is not what we want. We want white. There we go, that's white. This day when you do the mask, actually, we can do it right now, I suppose. Fair point, why not? First, let's just get our bearings in order, you know, because we don't want to get sidetracked too much. We're trying to be productive at the moment. So, isn't the satisfaction music playing in the background? I know it is. There we go. Hi, this is C. Hi, welcome. Let's set this to, yeah, should be fine white, I'd say. We do want it to be transparent, which it appears to be, but we want it to be from the other side. There we go, render animation. Now, let's get to it, shall we? Don't see a reason why we wouldn't. Where's the connector for the other side? I don't see it anymore. It is possible that we're... Oh, it is possible that we've actually modeled it after the fact. So... I don't want to also get on that as well. It's for the right side, it's right here. This will be the action. Although we will have to remodel it, so for now we can just tell it to piss off. That's a bit short. Seems to be just perfect. Just coming in from the outside, I think from the outside would be easier. There we go. I feel like this faceplate might be a bit too light. That could be something to shout for. Another one and then this one. Come on, look at them. Beautiful. Of it, we don't need to tighten it too much because we're just trying to basically examine like the basic structure, nothing solid to concrete. This key, fine. We won't cut the visor quite yet because there is no need for it. We'll hopefully tomorrow. The last time, before Danny broke, I was planning to cut the visor the next day, but well, unfortunate happened. Why everyone so quiet? But all of a sudden I get the printer working, I get my mask in order and everyone suddenly goes away? Come on. Right now would be the time for chatting! I'm not doing absolutely anything that requires any sort of mental effort. Of course you are, Adrian, of course you are. Okay. You got the... I'm just glad your hunger for Bellatrix has been satiated at least a bit, you know? You can stop asking me now to play Bellatrix, you have the game. Is it so far? The front plate is very bendy. Can I tell you about fishing today? If you want to, go for it. By the way, when it comes to printing, we should like this. There we go. And then we should print this again, but this time no PLA, only PETG. Hi the comedian, how you doing? Yup, fair point. There we go. Time between 2 PM and 4 PM. Well, that's simple. 3 PM. Easy. Next question. Alright. This is still rendering in the background, so we're changing the battery mask. Now for the mask, the only other things we have are this, which will go right here, these, which will pin it on the bottom of the sides, and this, which will go on the back of the head. We need to remake it then. If we can't use TPU, we need a plan B. So give me a second while I'm gonna go and get plan B. That's because in life, it's always a good idea to have a plan B. So, this is my plan B. I ordered it a really long time ago, and it is effectively just, well, some kind of tape, you know, this kind of tape, and close in. And I'm wondering how many of these will be enough. I would say it looks pretty fine. If we can only find a way to enclose one of them at one end, then we could actually use it to hold up the mask. It's really thin, which on one hand worries me, on the other hand could be useful. Actually, let me measure. How thin are you? Centimeter and a half. So 10.5. 10.5. Yeah, we can figure something out. Greetings, Mick. How you doing? What do you think of Blender 4.5? I haven't seen it yet, Santos. I'll be brutally honest with you. I'm still stuck in Blender 4.4. What is different than 4.5? Let me see. Briefly distracted. Vulcan support, damn. What's new? Oh! Oh! Display graphics in Vulcan. That's incredible. You can import. Oh, jeez, that is a lot actually. That is quite something. That is quite something. Oh, that is quite something indeed. Oh my goodness. I like it. I do like it. Jeez. Oh, yes. Oh, well, I mean, Eevee I'm not interested in. Eevee I'm not really interested in. Oh, were they not available Capacitor? I genuinely didn't know that actually. Not being available Capacitor, that's nice. Alright. Okay. It's not bad. I have to say, I like it. I like it. I don't know if I'm ready to get to it yet, because none of these, as much as I love all these features, none of these are an extreme game changer for me. So I don't think I'm ready to switch just yet, simply because I have a lot of things in my current blender. So I'm gonna stay with this one for now. Speaking of now, by the way, the video. When it comes to the video, I want this to be different. This video I don't want to do as a explanation or, you know, explainer, adaptation of a book. Nothing like that, no. This video I want to do more like a log. I want to log everything that happened and all the difficulties we had to overcome in order to make what we wanted to make. So I won't plan anything for the future of the log. I am just going to write down as things are happening that they happen. So chapter 1. The universe doesn't want the mask. And it's pretty simple actually. First, I'm going to start as we always do, by taking the mask and disassembling it. Then we're going to reassemble it. But let's just what happens in between the two. So try fishing this video, cheese. Alright, bye Santos, bye, have a good one. Okay. Well, I'm in between two. First, started painting the mask with Jesse. Bumble Lab A1, right? That's Jesse. So A1, and everything going great. Everything was going lovely until Jesse broke. And after 2 weeks of mourning and chatting with the Bumble support, I found this. And here's going to be the clip of the clicking thing. Yup. The main board was fried. Oh well, no worries. Meantime, I've anticipated that this could be something serious. So on the very beginning of these 2 weeks, I've ordered Danny, which is Bumble Lab P1S, and I was excited. No, how should I put this? Danny, Bumble Lab P1S, and that's because I knew that without the 3D printer, this video would have been impossible. So, printer, and it was just about to be delivered. Everything was going perfectly, and right here we're gonna do a bit of a skit because I am absolutely pissed with what DHL did to me. They delayed everything by another 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, week and a half, something like that. No, I think it might have been 2 weeks. Maybe even over, yeah. Let me actually check. When did I get Danny versus when was the last delivery meant to happen? Let's see. $19th, so 4 days ago. 25th, so it was, geez, almost a fucking month. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. As I mentioned, we're gonna do a bit of a skit because I wanna recreate what happened. Well, let's set it as all day, and then status change to oh, failed to pick up maybe. So here. I was here though. And then yeah, in the meantime we need the nitrogen to be rendering, and for the nitrogen simple as it could be. We're going to go over everything from the basics to the not so basics. So we're starting with protons and neutrons. So, I have a way of creating nuclei, sorry, would be nuclei, and that is, we just take mesh line, then we do instance on points, and then itosphere. This, then set position, and then ID, random value, like this, integer, that's correct, because what we do is we actually do two of them. We do float and we do vector, and then this vector will be the direction in which we're gonna be pointing. So for now, let's just test this. Now, right now, they're going to pile up as a square, so if we reduce their size, if we increase their count, we're gonna get a square out of them. A bit easy to see like this. A cube, sorry, a cube, not square. In order to turn it into a circle, what we need right now is just vector math. Divide by the distance from 0, there we go. Now what we're getting is a sphere, and what's more important is just like the outer shell of the sphere. They all have the same length, which is what we want. The reason why we want it is because what we can do now is change them so that they are then multiplied by the ID, and we want, as the ID gets bigger, we want it to decrease more and more in scale. So we take math, we take power, and 1/2. Yeah, why not? This. Yeah, that's correct. Perfect. And what we want now is set material, white store, named attribute. Bright and equal. There we go. Are you making two videos at once? Yeah. It's actually pretty standard for me. Really often I work more than two, because it makes it better to work on them in parallel, because on one hand I'm writing a script whilst this one is rendering. So, you know, if I wasn't rendering in the background as I'm writing a script, I'm kind of wasting time. This and then the seed. And the reason why I want it this way is because now if we just join them together, like so, seed, we can have neutrons and protons. Now the question is, well, there are a couple of questions there. First of all, brightness should be like a 5 maybe, that would look better. That's something. But then, how do we want them to pop into existence? We could have the scale be based on the index. So we math divide the index by 7, because that's our amount. There we go. I don't know why I'm creating it. We don't really need to create another nucleus in this video, as far as I'm aware. But fine, whatever. We divide it by 7. And then that gives us between 0 and 1. So color ramp, just to normalize them between 0 and 1 again. And the reason why I want to normalize it is because then we're going to do math, add, yeah. Negative. There we go. That's it. Nope, that didn't work. I got the values off. Done. Now it works. Splendid. I think that's absolutely fine for an animation. It's comical that the entire first chapter will not even get to the mask in any way, shape or form, because those were just all the problems we encountered while making the mask. Oh no, actually on the second day it didn't change the fate to deliver, it changed to... oh yeah, returning to sender. And then the third day, which was the comical one, I absolutely loved. On the third day, when I called them, after they told me twice in a row that I'm gonna get my package, when I called them on the third day, they just told me the package left the country. There's nothing they can do about it, which I thought was hilarious. Fun. Great. The package going to be delivered. Holy mask roll. This is before I even started developing the mask. I would just like to mention, Alpaca, I am only now, well, not starting develop. I mean, obviously, if you look at it, like, there is progress has been made already. But like, this, this is before we even start the work. This is just like the foreplay. The printers, getting them together. Oh, by the way, speaking of the printers, here's the connector. So here we have the three connectors. Brilliant, which means that now we can focus on printing the other things. And by other things, I actually mean only one thing, because as far as I'm aware, there's only one thing left to actually print. And that would be the lights, right? Those thick ones, those do not look like the thick ones. Yep, those absolutely do not look like the thick ones. Yeah, these are the thick ones. There we go. These are the proper lights. Brilliant. like the Bible. What should I do? I'm bored. I don't know. Why are you asking me? Do I look like someone who knows what to do when they're bored? I'm working right now on 2 videos and a mask, alright? I'm clearly bad at handling my boredom. And here's gonna be a quote of what I actually said, which was, okay. I know you're just the customer support, and it's not your fault. So, my anger is not towards you. However, and then, let's just say I said a couple of respectful, but very stern words. Because that was not nice of them, in my personal opinion. So I said a couple of, let's just say, well, some words. I sent them a strongly worded email, is basically what I'm trying to say. Then it was fucking 3 weeks later. It's actually almost perfectly 3 weeks. Beautiful. 3 weeks later, we got Danny, and then we managed to print almost every single part of the mask. What words did you say? Well, let's not get into that. There's no point in relitigating the past. The point is, I'm still waiting for the response. That's the point. That's all we need to focus on. Actually, let me check if they replied. Let's see. Did they reply? I don't think so. Nope, they did not reply. Of course they didn't. Cowards! Meaning, Danny, we printed the parts of the mask. Now, to print them in multiple batches. But the prints were phenomenal. And afterwards, I realized that one part was a bit off, so all we had to just print one more thing, and I don't know if I should call it chapter 2. I don't know. The gang unclogs the printer. So, should I explain the problem? I suppose I should. Yeah. Here's an artist's rendering of what Danny's printing part looks like. You have the thingamajig, the thingamabob, and the thingamabob, which consists of the doodad and the thing that does the thing. Now, if we're experiencing a clog, it could happen in a couple of places, and a couple of things. For it, why reason? Well, I tried printing with TPU, which is a great material. It's a great material. It's elastic. It's lovely. One downside. It attributes its amazing properties to the fact that it was crafted by the devil itself. As such, due to the demonic pact it enacts at all. In my case, destroying others. So first I started the physical torment, demonic sacrifice. Please to the Messiah. I don't know how to spell Messiah, I don't think anyone knows. I don't think anyone cares, I'm just gonna be reading it for the video. Actually, maybe prayers. Messiah. More demonic sacrifice. And then again. Again, disassembling and reassembling. What is in the end, I figured the issue. You see, here's the thing. Hi there, Ash, how you doing? It seemed like the universe really did not want me to finish the mask. But then, and then right here I'm gonna have the screenshot of the message I sent on Patreon when I today realized that, oh my goodness, there was a backup hadn't. Here we got chapter 2 illuminating idea. That's gonna be the LEDs. My goodness gracious me. We've done something. We certainly have done something. This is gonna be a bitch to make, but hey. When are you gonna do when you reach 7,000? That's a good question. I suppose make myself a sandwich. That would be something. Like a good one. Like, you know, like a really good one. Yeah, that's probably it. Maybe buy myself some grapes, but that's a maybe. I don't know if I have enough money for that. The sandwich idea, probably. They're probably gonna be just a sandwich. I'm gonna treat myself, certainly, yeah. Anyhow, that's it for chapter 1 actually. We did all the scripting I wanted to do for now, because for chapter 2 we need to work with the LEDs to actually make it happen. So I said the thing. So for now we can just get back to the bonds. Oh, I have to say, I'm exhausted. This, in comparison to the 8-hour catastrophe that have been the recent live streams, this live stream is amazing. We set up an animation, we wrote a bunch of script, we have the printer actually printing. I think I'm gonna go. I am exhausted. I need to go. I'm exhausted. I'm done. I'm done. I cannot even. I just simply cannot even. So, I suppose that'll be it. This time it was a short live stream. This time it genuinely was a short live stream, but in my defense, we achieved a lot. So I'm gonna go, get myself something to eat, go to sleep, and when I wake up, we're gonna have a wonderful live stream working on the mask. And for now, that'll be it. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.